All right, I'm just gonna go over some bike setup for us. So what you do is, off of your bike, you stand on that back platform. Your seat height is exactly where your hip bone is. Then just check that front to back, make sure it's not like way out of whack, kind of start at a neutral position. Next thing, and this is really important, especially for jogs and any hand motions that we do, you want your handlebars just a little bit higher than your seat level. If it's way too high or way too low, it's gonna make a big difference. Setting your seat front to back, you get hopped on and clicked in. Then what you do is you put your feet at that 50-50 level. One front, one back. You lean forward and you look right down on your knee, all the way down, and it should just be on your toes. So if that string was to drop just in the mid-range of your toes, that is perfect. If it's over your toe, you have to get off and slide your seat back. If it's way back on your ankle or up at the top of your shoe, you should move it forward just a little bit. The next thing to do before you get off is to check that full extension. When your foot is down, you should have a slight bend in your knee. If it's hyperextended or too hard, or if you've got too much of a bend, then you're gonna have to raise that thing up and down. But if you did the seat check there, you should be good. Next thing, and the one thing that most people don't think of, your handlebar position front and back. So you actually put your hand, your elbow right on your seat, lay your hand forward, make sure that dial's loose, and then you just run that until you're at your full fingertip extension. That is gonna give you enough room front and back. Last, make sure that those handles are all really tight. Then you get clipped in. The handles being forward far enough allow you to stand tall, lean in and attack, and your knees are never gonna touch the handlebars. So you don't wanna be all cramped in. The other thing too is that we dive in our classes now. This is gonna give you enough distance. If you are in too tight, you're not gonna be able to dive in and your elbows are gonna hit your knees. You wanna make sure that you're up and got lots of room. We always start that dial all the way to the left. Again, those tight dials, you want that tight so you're not bouncing around during the class.